Another method to find someone's email address is by using collected usernames from social media profiles or online accounts to form an email address. So let me show you an example. Let's say that I have gathered these usernames about a person. So the person has used Saad Sarraj as his Facebook username, and this one as his Instagram username, and this one as his LinkedIn username. So what I can do is form an email address with these usernames. For example, Saad Sarraj will become saadsarraj@gmail.com, at hotmail.com, and at outlook.com, and apply the same with other usernames that you have collected from the target profile. And after we form a list of possible email addresses, the next step is to verify this list and see what email addresses are valid and what email addresses are not valid. And the email addresses that are not valid has to be excluded from this list. Alright, so let's come back to our notes. Here are Rishi Kabra online accounts. We can see that he used Rishi Kabra, which I believe is an auto-generated username on his LinkedIn account. And we have underscore RK132 on his Twitter account, and Rishi Kabra 132, RK132, Rishi Kabra, and we also have Rishi Raj Kabra. So I'm going to open my notepad and add all of the unique usernames that he used, like this. And then I'm going to complete or form an email address with these usernames. So the first one has to be excluded because an email address cannot start with an underscore. And let me show you an example. For example, if we want to create an Outlook, then we can add an underscore and then say next. And you can see that you cannot use an underscore at the beginning of an email address. And if we go to Google and say create your own Gmail, we can see that we cannot use the underscore at all. So I'm going to exclude this username. And now we only have 3 usernames. So the next thing that I'm going to do is to go to a website called experta.com, and this will allow you to find someone's email and verify it at the same time. For example, I can say Rishi Kabra 132 and then say @gmail.com and then find email, and this will show me whether this email address is valid or not, or whether it can receive emails or not. So let me say @hotmail.com. And we can see that this is invalid, so I'm not going to put this in my list. Let me try yahoo.com, and we can see that it's unknown. So for now, let's add Rishi Kabra 132 @gmail.com to our list, like this. And then I can try all other usernames, but I'm not going to do this right now. You have got the idea. You need just to replace the username and add a domain name and see whether it's valid or not. And all the valid emails has to be added to a list. And once you add all the possible emails that are valid to your TXT or to your list, the next step is to check what email address belongs to Rishi Kabra. So what I always like to do is just to go to Facebook and then click on forgot password and search for the person on Facebook. So I'm going to say Rishi Kabra. We already know that he has a Facebook account. And then after I find his account, I'm going to say this is my account. And this will give me some information about his email address. We can see that it starts with R and ends with 2 and it's @gmail.com. So this will tell us that this is the only possible email that he might use, and this is the one that should actually belong to Rishi Kabra. Next, I'm going to go to gmail.com and compose an email and then paste the email that I have got in here. And you can see sometimes it will show us some information about this account. And in this case, it showed us the person's name, which is Rishi Kabra, and showed us his profile picture that he used on his Instagram account. So we know that this is his email address. Now, if I have searched for Rishi Kabra @gmail.com, we can see that we have got a different profile picture and we have not got a full name. We have only got a profile picture. And this is another Rishi Kabra who lives in the United States that we have seen before when we were searching for Rishi Kabra on search engines. So in this lecture, you have learned how you can utilize the found usernames about a person and form an email address list, and then use this list to check what email address is valid or not, and then check what email address belongs to the person that you are looking for.